Hi guys, welcome to my channel where we do a daily drawing practice together. I know that a lot of people really want to start a daily drawing practice or just like generally be creative, but they're scared to pick up a pen or a pencil or whatever and just start. So let's do that together. So I'm just starting here. This is really my first day of a drawing practice as well. So I'm nervous too, and I don't know what to draw. And I don't know. You just start. You just start somewhere. So pick up your pencil, find a blank sheet of paper, and let's just start. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if you don't know what it's gonna be. Doesn't matter if it ever looks like anything. The point is, just start. Really, the point is, so the point of just starting is that you actually do it. Like, you start and then you continue. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, you do something today and, like, maybe you do something dumb today. Whatever. Who cares? You do it again tomorrow. Tomorrow, your muse will start to be like, oh, hey, they showed up yesterday and they're here again today? Are they serious about this? Maybe I'll just sit back and watch for another day or two. Another day or two goes by, and each of those days you show up, which is what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna start to show up every single day. I have no idea what I did with the other side. I'm like doodling and talking at the same time. It's hard to pay attention, but that's okay. So yeah, your muse goes, oh, hey, they showed up, for the past 3 days. I'm gonna give them something cool, like a cool little nugget. I'm gonna place that right into their brain, and I'm gonna see what they do with it. And you'll see that as each day goes by, you'll get more and more inspired. And things will start to look cooler and cooler. And some days you'll have stuff that still looks dumb. But the point is showing up and trying. Creativity is so important. It's so good for you to, sit down and express yourself. I think a lot of times we tend to consume a lot of stuff. I do anyway. I watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of YouTube. Just like starting this channel, I got so sidetracked for like an hour and I wasted so much time when I really could have been drawing. But that's okay. I'm here now. And so are you, and that's what's important. So let's draw it together. Let's just create some bad art. Let's just create something dumb. Who cares? Like I keep saying, the whole point is just doing something. Eventually your muse is going to be like, maybe I'll give them a bigger task now. I see that they're serious. I see that they're showing up. Cool. Even if you pick up a pencil and a blank sheet of paper and you're just drawing shapes, it's still important. Or sometimes I get a phrase stuck in my head. And I'll just like write the phrase over and over and over again. That's okay too. The only thing that matters here is that you're doing something. And we're going to do this together. We're going to create this daily drawing practice together. And we're not going to skip any days. Because you skip one day and you tend to go, oh, well, I don't really feel like doing it today either. Like now that I know that it's acceptable to skip a day. Whatever though, if you skip a day, just come back the next day. Just try to do that. I'm not gonna skip a day is what I'm saying. I will be here when you're ready to come back. And this is only my first video, so maybe we'll have like prompts down the line eventually. What is this creature? This cracks me up. Sometimes it's great to draw just to amuse yourself. You want to know what's in your brain. My God, just like start drawing something with no plan. You'll be like, who am I? This like weird little bird leaf guy. Like vampire bat wings. Did I just make a cryptid? I think I did. Look at these thighs. One of my favorite things is like little cat thighs. Like, when they're just like leaning up against something. They're so cute. Like there's this one picture in particular of like a cat like laying on its back and it's like its little feet are up in the air against a wall. You just see its like fuzzy little cat thighs. It's so cute. It makes me laugh every time. Sometimes it's fun to just add some details that don't even make sense. I mean, this is just like a doodle. You just do what you want to. Don't be afraid. One thing I really like to draw whenever I don't know what to draw, like if I'm just like at work and I'm bored or I don't know what to do, and I just like start doodling, I'll draw like all the shapes of the suits of a regular deck of cards. That's a wonky looking heart. But you get the idea. But I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Just literally draw shapes. If you don't know what to do, just draw shapes. And if you don't want to draw these shapes, draw triangles and squares and circles. Draw little rain droplets. Draw lines and squiggles. It doesn't matter. Do something. You know what I mean? Just draw with me. Let's make some bad art and let's do it together. Let's just make art and just scribble all over the place. I know that you will feel better. Art is so good for your mental health. It is so good. I mean, it's literally so good for everything. It's good for you to work through problems. It's good for like business people who need, to think outside the box for their business and some creativity or whatever. It's good for everything. It's good for problem solving. It's good for every person, no matter what their occupation or their, whatever they do in their spare time. Like, it's good. It's good even if you don't want to monetize it. I think we're like really obsessed with monetizing things. Not that I don't plan to monetize things in the future. It's just like, you don't have to though. Sometimes you just have to do things that are good for you. And it's also good to have art everywhere. I used to work at a bakery, and oh my gosh, those decorators that I worked with were artists. They were so good. Every morning they'd come in super, super early and they'd make these adorable cookies. And people would come over. I mean, like the colors were just outstanding. The shapes were outstanding. They were so creative and cute. And like, I was just a clerk there, but people, the customers would walk by. Even if they didn't want anything from the bakery, they loved to walk by and just look at the display case, like look at all of the art. And that's what really got me thinking all those years ago about having art just like in unexpected spaces. You know, art that doesn't mean anything. Like art that just like is fun to look at or interesting to look at or anything, you know? It doesn't matter. Just something that's like inspires people for no reason. That's what we need. And even if you don't ever show somebody, it's good for you. It's good self-care. And the best way to have an art self-care practice is to have a daily practice. And that's where I come in. So that we can be brave and pick up the pencil together. I mean, look at this. This is nothing special. It's just amusing me. It's fun for me. I can feel my brain lighting up and getting all happy. And I mean, like, this is just a dumb, like, weird chicken bat mothman thing. But it's amusing. And that's the point here. Let's just amuse ourselves. Let's stop consuming for a second. I mean, literally just a second, because I'm thinking about playing my game. I love playing games. I love playing phone games. I love playing video games. I love card games. Look, I've got like all these cards here. I love dice games. I love all the games. But I think it's really important to take time out every single day to, you know, maybe not consume something, but to like create instead. And we're just gonna start small here. We're just gonna start with like a couple minutes a day, you know? I think we're at the 18-minute mark right now. We'll go to 30 minutes. Just because I'm having so much fun. And I want to see where this goes. This weird little creature. This is where it would be interesting to have like a science or like a biology, like a knowledge about science or biology. When like creating creatures like this, because then you think about their muscles, like where their muscles would be, or their ligaments and tendons, and like, you know, where the shadows would be. I love sometimes, like, I have, like, in my recent years, I've become more refined with my drawing, just because I thought that was important to do. But I love, like, in my previous sketchbooks, some of the, like, really bold scribblings like this. Like, and you can really tell, like, when after I've practiced, like after I've been drawing for a couple days, because then I start to really know where to put the bold scribbles, and it's just like a bold scribble like in a shadow somewhere, and it's so interesting. It's so stylized. And I remember one time when I was younger, I was like just out of high school, and I really wanted to be an artist, but like I didn't have any confidence when it came to art. I didn't have any kind of daily practice. I didn't have, like, I hardly had, well, I mean, I had sketchbooks, but they were not, like finished drawings. They were just kind of half-baked drawings. And I went for an interview, and the guy said that he didn't like these bold lines. So I really got away from it, like in subsequent years. Like again, like I never created like a daily practice or anything like that. But that's exactly what I'm doing now. And but like I was going back through some of those old sketchbooks, and like they were so cool. Like I loved this like crazy style, especially like when you practice for a couple days in a row, like you really start to understand. I mean, it changes your brain, it changes your neural pathways, and you really start to understand like where to put the lines. Like your brain just knows. And the more and the more and the more you practice, like the more years you practice. I mean, like how cool would it be to just have a daily practice, and then like over the years, so if you improve after just a couple days, imagine after a couple years. It's gonna be so good. That's my goal. This guy's so funny. Oh my god. He's like round little belly. Little belly. He's got like a big diamond in the middle of his face. This is supposed to be a beak, I thought. He looks like a crazy chicken. I really like these dark, insane lines. They're just like really expressive. And I dig that. feet just look like banana peels.